Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome. Can you hear me? If anybody's here and you could put in the chat whether you can hear me, that would be amazing. Whether the sound is good. We are going to start in a couple of minutes. Just gonna wait who else is gonna be here live and who is just going to watch the replay. But I'd love to know who is here right now with me. And I think you can type there in the chat box if you are already online. Hello, hello. Hello, who is here with me? Can you give me a sign, please? There is a chat box, so if you can just type something and say hi and let me know that you can hear me, that would be amazing. Okay. Okay, so nobody can chat on. I just heard from Sarah. Thank you. And yeah, we're just going to start now. So I'm going to start now. So I hope that you have a tool with you. I've brought a few things that you can use if you don't have a reflexology tool. So this is the reflexology tool that I'm using. And if you don't have that, then you can use a chopstick, the sharp end of the chopstick. I also have this as an example. So you could use the end of that. And you can also use, I found this spoon with a little round thingy on top. So you could also use that. If nothing works, you can just use the edge of a knuckle. Okay. Good. And with that, we are going to start with facial reflexology, with any kind of a sequence that you do for facial reflexology. We always start with a few basics, and the basics are for calming the nervous system and for strengthening the nervous system. So we're going to start with calming the nervous system. And for that, you simply take your tool, and we are going to start by going a little bit at the corner of the eye and up to the forehead, and you're just going to make little strokes like that, about at the center, of the forehead, in line in the center of the forehead and to the side. And it's just really short. We always do about 10 to 20 seconds on each place. That's why these techniques go really fast. They work really, really fast. Let's do the other side. Remember, about the corner of your eye, you just go up, and about between your eyebrow and the hairline, you just go in a slight angle. It doesn't have to be straight, just go like about the angle of your hairline. And that's how we do it. Some points might be a little bit painful. I feel the left side here hurts a bit more than the right. And that's already it. Now we continue. You go up above the eyebrow and just massage this place. And then up here on the other side. Above the eyebrow, at the beginning of the eyebrow, just above the eyebrow. That's where we do little strokes. And then the last part of the relaxing nervous system part is here. As I said, this is preparation so that our bodies then can better take in the sequence that is actually for the allergies. I like to take circles, so you can make little strokes just between the eyebrows here. Great. We finish this part with massaging in front of the ear. You just go up and down a few times here in front of the ear. If you don't feel like you have enough glide on your skin, you can just use a drop of oil, very little, and spread it out on your face. Let's do the other side. Like that, just in front of the ear. And that's it. Now we are going to do the strengthening our energy system. So here, kind of like at the bend of your chin, and this point can hurt a little bit sometimes. You just do little strokes to the left and right, like that. Then we're going up a little bit. And right here, where the nose meets the upper lip area, and just there, I like just to like press a little bit in this way. This place can also hurt a little bit. Basically, when you find a spot that is a little bit tender, that hurts a little bit, usually that's the right place, but not all of the points always hurt. So you pass by the points that don't hurt at all much faster, and the points that are a little bit painful, you can stay there up to 20 seconds. Now let's go to the center of the forehead, like in the middle here, and you just stroke up and down here. And then we go a little bit up, and we want to stroke from the hairline down a little bit, so that you stroke the hairline and the area a little bit below. And with that, we have done our strengthening the energy levels. And now we are just going to finish this again with the front of the ear. And this point in front of the ear is a point that always balances out everything else that has been done. Like if we press a wrong point, or press it too long or too short, that is always balanced out with this ear point. So that's why this is always used at the end of any little sequence. So we have done now the relaxation sequence for the nervous system. We have done the strengthening sequence for our energy levels, for our vitality. And now we are going to go on to the formula for allergies. So we're going to start again with this point, which we have just done. So remember, corner of the eye, you go up, and a few little strokes just going round and round here. If you don't want to do strokes, you can also do little figure eights, infinity sign. It also feels quite nice. Then the other side. And the area hurts a little bit and you're spot on and you found the right place. Now we are going to go on to points on the cheek. And the point is best found by here where you have the little, how do you call the wing of your nose? And in line where it finishes with this little place here, you go straight line out to the side, right below your iris, below your eye. And there you should find a place that hurts a little bit. The thing with facial reflexology is that you have, to, of course, to find the right place, but you don't have to be like in exactly the point. You can just stroke around the area so that when you do that, you have better chances to actually stimulate the proper point. But also, you're trying to find a place that hurts a little bit. So sometimes you just feel like, tiny millimeter to the right or to the left is where it just a little bit more painful, and that's probably the perfect spot. So let's do the other side. This is gonna go away, so don't worry about a little bit of redness or if it has a little dent. So right above in this wrinkle here, and then we go out to the side and right below the center of the eye. And I'm just pressing here and seeing whereabouts is a tender place. And I'm just gonna do little strokes. And I've been using this massage on my partner, and it has really, really helped him to relieve his allergy symptoms. So the next point that we are going to do is right here below the nose, where we have, we have this lifting, two lifted places, lines. And so the point is just here. So we're just gonna stroke up and down, right on this place. About 10 seconds. If it's super tender, you can do 20 seconds if you feel like it's a bit painful. Switching sides. You can even like do this with your lip so that you can easier stimulate it. And we are done with this one. Now we are going to go over to a point that is here, right the corner of the lip and a little bit up, along the wrinkle. And you can just massage there, and you might find a place that is a little bit painful there, and then you're in the right spot. So make sure not to go too far out, right at the line with the corner of your mouth. Just little strokes. And then the other side. And this point is particularly good for inflammation, which is something that can happen when you have an allergy. The eyes get a bit inflamed, red, the respiratory system. So this is a really good point to treat that. Now again, back to this point here under the nose. Just pressing right in there. Now the next 2 points are only on the right side of the face, and we can treat them together. So on the right side of your face, don't get confused because I'm here, I might be mirroring you and maybe it appears like I'm doing the left side. So the right side of your face, here at the tip of your nose, going to the right under the iris, again under your eye. And from there, you make little strokes. You can even support your skin outwards. And sometimes you need to go a little bit up or a little bit down to find the really tender spot. Because for some people, this point is more aligned with this part, the edge of the nose. And for some people which have a lifted nostril, it might be a little bit higher up. So go here and just press a few times until you find a place that feels a little bit more painful, yeah? And just a little bit of stroking here over both points. One is right under the iris, and the next one is just a tiny little bit to the right of it. Okay, next up, we have a point that is here with aligned like under the eye where the bone finishes. You go to the outside and below the temple. So we're just gonna stroke here up and down, up and down. Mhm. And the other side. So we measure from the bone below the eye, going out, 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 and a little bit like below the temple area. Again, the left side hurts much more for me, which is quite interesting. How sometimes just one side shows more tenderness. Now we are going to do number 61. And 61 is here at the top of the wing of the nose, right in here. And this can be a super, super tender point for most people. And this point is amazing whenever you have congestion, like whenever you have a blocked nose. So many people have found relief from a blocked nose by massaging this place. You can even just go along the whole corner here. And let's switch. The point itself is more like up here, but it cannot hurt, to go all around. The next one is a little bit more tricky because it's right under the eye, so in line with your iris, and really on the bone. So there is a little bone here. You want to be careful not to push into your eye, but the point is kind of like on top of that bone. So you have to go there and kind of press a few times to find like it's like a little bit on the edge of the bone. And here I found mine. I just found mine. You can do little circles here. You will probably not be sliding on the skin, but melt through the skin into the muscle and kind of massage the area and look if you can find a place that feels a little bit tender. There it is. Deep breathing. And let's do the other side. Yeah, and I'm right there. So on the edge of the bone, and I like to just go up and down or make little circles. Mhm. We are almost done. So next up, we have, again, we finish with this point here. And on the other side, then we'll take again our point in front of the ear to balance everything out and to kind of settle the formula in. Always important to finish with this. I've done a therapeutic session like that. If it doesn't work, there is usually two reasons. Either the points have been not right, we haven't found the point, or we haven't worked it strong enough. Most of the time, that is a reason if it doesn't work. Now, we still have reflex zones that we can work. And reflex points are the points that we did just now. And the zone is like an area on the face that you can just generally massage. And in this topic, allergies, respiratory allergies to dust mites, hair, animal hair, pollen, and stuff like that. This area is right here and above the eyebrows, and next to the nose and all the way to the ears around the cheek area. So we're just gonna do a little bit of massaging here. And I like to simply like do little circles or even figure eights, whatever feels more comfortable to you. And you just massage around yeah, it's about 2/3 of your eyebrow. Then you can go back, and it's just a little bit here above your eyebrow. So it's not the whole forehead, it's just the area above, and also the eyebrow itself. So you can stroke with the tool or with your fingers on the eyebrow. And then let's go over to the other side. If you have strong symptoms right now, then I recommend massaging all of this a little bit longer. You can do a few more strokes on the eyebrow and just take a little bit more time to massage the whole area. Also, you just can repeat this massage. For my partner, the days that he has really strong symptoms, I will do this for bed so that he can sleep better. And then I'll do that again in the morning so that he can start the day good. And you can repeat this several times a day if you're having quite strong symptoms and you want to avoid taking any drugs, not drugs like drugging yourself, but you know what I mean, any antihistamines and stuff like that. So just next to the nose here, and then we can go below the cheekbone to the ear and just stroke a few times left from one side to the other. And I like to just do strokes. If your tool is too sharp, you could use the other side if you have a tool, or you can just use your finger or your knuckle. If you have something that is not too sharp, and then you can do it with that. And find, whatever works. You can do circles. If you feel like you don't have a good glide on your skin, just put a tiny bit of oil there. You can glide over the skin for the um, reflexology zones, for the reflex zones, they're called. And let's do the other side, like right next here to the ear. This is really good also to relieve, the nose. And then we start going here below the bone, over a few times. And then massaging the whole cheek. Great. You have a really blocked nose, just stay longer around the nose area. You can freestyle here, just going out and out, or circles, whatever feels good. And we're going to finish again with the front of the ear. Just a few strokes. Other side. And with that, we are done, my friends. So I hope that this will be helpful. I can only say here in our house with my partner, it has really, really helped a great deal. I hope that you will find relief too. If you have any questions about this, just let me know. You can send me an email or a WhatsApp if you have my number. And yeah, let me know how it goes for you. I'm really curious if you can feel any improvement, and stay with it, repeat it, and it will be accumulating also the effects. So stay with it. Start before you are exposed to allergies, before pollen starts, if possible, before you see, a dog or a cat and you're allergic. Do it before that. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Have a good night. And yeah, hopefully see you for the next session very soon. Night, night.